All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Langley Event Center. We're in the main arena bowl, and it's a third place matchup here in the 3A group between the Vernon Panthers and the Cyril Charles Tupper Tigers. Just getting ready to tip off here as we get the starting lineups here announced for Sir Charles Tupper. So your starting lineup: DJ Leconce starting as forward, and then we've got Kieran Sheraton as one of the guards here. Luke Tobias at center, Reese Meister at forward, and finally Matthew Dunkerley will be the other center here, starting for the Tigers. As for the Vernon Panthers, it will be Zach Smith playing as the guard, Liam Reed up front. We'll have Trent Charlton, Isaiah Ondrick, and Kevin Morgan. The coaches for the Vernon Panthers will be head coach Malcolm Reed, with assistant coaches Sean Smith and Bob Corbett, and manager Rowan Reed. As for Sir Charles Tupper Tigers, we got head coach Jeff Gorley with associate coach Patrick Kamal and assistant coach Daniel Kim. The manager for the Tigers, Vaughn Vargas, Matisse Lotry, and Antonin LaCuesta. As we're now set to get things underway here in the third place matchup. It's the Tigers wearing the whites today, and we got the Panthers in the dark navy blue uniforms. As we get underway, it's Panthers with possession, and there's an early three attempt there by Ondrick, doesn't go, and the ball's taken over here by number 11, Reese Meister. Meister for the three, doesn't go, and the rebound is picked up there by Kieran Sheraton. Down low, there's Luke Tobias losing the ball down low, and the ball gets deflected out of play. DJ Leconce will restart play here. Number 17 here, Matthew Dunkerley, drops it off. Meister tries to get the jumper there, can't get it to go, and the rebound is now picked up by the Panthers as they come back the other way. It's Ondrick trying to cut inside, finds his teammate there. It's Zach Smith, and the ball's stolen there. Well done there by the Tigers. It's Luke Tobias coming back the other way. Tobias finds Sheraton. Sheraton here on the far side. It's Leconce, tries to cut down low, and it's Dunkerley for the three. Can't get it to go. Rebound was picked up there by the Panthers. It was Morgan who appeared to be called for the foul, and it will be the Tigers taking over here for the possession. And we've got Sheraton up top here. It's Meister, nice spin move there to cut inside. Goes for the layup, good. Nice play there by Reese Meister to work the ball down low, and it's an early lead here for the Tigers. As it's the Panthers now with the ball, but misplayed there by Trent Charlton of the Panthers as the ball gets deflected out of play, and it's the Tigers taking over here. Reese Meister will work the ball out, and it's now a three-point try here from Tobias, and that's good. Good start here for Sir Charles Tupper as they jump out here to an early 4-0 lead. Zach Smith over the Liam Reed. Reed gets it to Ondrick on the near side. Ondrick cuts inside. Nice spin move there. Goes in for the fadeaway jumper, and that's good. Nice little play there. Isaiah Ondrick gets his team on the board here with 7:40 to go in the first quarter. And it's now the Tigers coming back the other way. Reese Meister up top, trying to look for an opportunity to shoot, but does well to cut inside for the lay, and it's good. Reese Meister doing well there. Zach Smith having problems here, gives it away to DJ Leconce, and Leconce makes him pay for it. Good anticipation there by Leconce to take the ball away. as it's now the Panthers coming back the other way. Kevin Morgan dumps it off to Charleston, who tries to cut it inside. Can't get it to go. And the rebound is picked up there by Sheraton. And it's Leconce getting the lay-in. Great start here for the Tigers as they jump out to a 10-2 lead here early. Timeout called by the Vernon Panthers. You are watching the 3A group. It's the third place matchup between Vernon and Sir Charles Tupper. I will step away here just for a few moments and we'll come right back to resume with the first quarter. Welcome back to the Langley Event Center as we resume the first quarter play. It's the Tigers that bring up to a 10-2 lead here, led by the likes of Leconce and Sheraton and Tobias with a three-pointer as well, as the Panthers look to regroup here. And the basket will not count for the Panthers as they're called for the offensive foul, and it will be the Tigers taking over possession. The Tigers were coming off a defeat from yesterday's game against Dutchess Park, as they came away with a tough loss yesterday. But they were led by BJ Leconce, who had 16 points in that game, and Luke Tobias with 15 points, as Matthew Dunkerley gets a basket there for the Tigers. The Vernon Panthers, meanwhile, are coming off a loss from GW Graham. It was a close one in yesterday's game. It was a 50-49 loss. Isaiah Ondrick was a standout in that one, putting up 20 points for the Panthers. As we have another turnover here by the Panthers, but good anticipation there. Derek Lee with the steal there, doing well to get his team back in it. And it's the Tigers coming back the other way. That was Dunkerley trying to make a play, couldn't get it to go, and now we have some back and forth action as the Panthers can get their shot to go now. And here's a three-point try. That was from Reese Meister, but he couldn't get it to go. And here comes Bradford Benny. Benny Bradford couldn't get that one to go, but we've got a foul called here. So it'll be and it appears that it will be Kevin Morgan stepping up to the line for two. Gets his first. Two for two there for Kevin Morgan, as the Tigers now come back the other way. It's Matthew Dunkerley. Down low here, it's Tobias. Tried to cut in for the layup, but he was rejected there. Good defensive play there by Morgan, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a reset here by Leconce. Leconce tried to get it up top to Sheridan, but it was deflected out. Zach Smith right there. Dunkerley gets it to Derek Lay. And there's a good effort there. Well played there by Kieran Sheraton to get the lay-in. And it's now the Panthers coming back the other way. Charlton. Dumps it off to Smith up top. Smith tries to beat his man. That's Sheraton. Morgan down low, tries to work on his man. That was on Derek Lay, and Morgan does well to lay it in, and the Panthers have now cut their deficit. There's 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. As Derek Lay tries to cut inside, can't do it, gets it up top. Sheraton to Dunkerley. Dunkerley tries to work the ball inside, dumps it off to Tobias. Tobias gets it back to Dunkerley. Dunkerley tries to get in there for a layup, doesn't go. It's Ondrick being called for the foul, and it will be Dunkerley stepping up to the line for 2. Jimmy Atwell now subbing in for the Vernon Panthers. First shot is good for Dunkerley, and so is the second one as he goes 2 for 2 at the line. Isaiah Ondrick gets it over to Atwell. Atwell up top. And there's a attempt there by Smith, doesn't go. And the rebound's picked up now by the Tigers as they work the ball out. Sheraton with a nice outlet pass to Lay outside. Here's a 3-point attempt. That was Liam Stanley coming into the game, and he couldn't get it to go. As it's now Zach Smith gets it inside to Isaiah Ondrick. Ondrick trying to work the ball inside. Misplayed it, tried to find Atwell, but the ball goes out of play. And it will be Tigers ball. Liam Stanley coming into the game. Here's Sheraton, down low. As the work gets worked inside by Derek Lay, but he turns it over to the Panthers. And it's Isaiah Ondrick on Lay. Tries to find a teammate there and does well there to find Morgan. Here's Jimmy Atwell on the near side. Atwell thought about shooting it, but gets it to Charlton instead. Down low. Kevin Morgan with 2 attempts there, but he was stopped there by the Tigers defenders. Tigers playing some good defense there to make the stop, and it's, as they come back the other way, it's Tobias. Tobias with the jumper, can't get it to go. Tobias gets his own rebound though, and he lays it in. Luke Tobias does well to follow up on his own rebound. And it's a 10-point lead now here for the Tigers. As it's Zach Smith, gives it to Atwell. Atwell gets it inside to Ondrick. Ondrick will try the jumper from the 3-point line. Can get it to knock down. Rebound picked up there by Dunkerley, as it's now Sheraton. Over to Tobias, down low. It's Stanley. Stanley, Atwell on him. Gets it to Dunkerley. Dunkerley inside. Outside to Lay. Lay gets it down low. It's Tobias here with the jumper. Jumper is over the top of the hoop. Doesn't go, but Stanley picks it up. He can't get it to go. Stanley again with his own jumper. And a bit of a scrambly play there, but the Tigers couldn't capitalize on their opportunities. And it's the Panthers here down low. That was Charlton. Gets it up top to Atwell. Atwell will try for the 3. Can't get it to go. And the ball is knocked down by Lay, and Lay will get it to Stanley. Oh, sorry, to Luke Tobias. And it's Tobias to Kieran Sheraton. The ball is out of bounds, and it will be Panthers ball. As we get set for a reset, it'll be Zach Smith starting out, already pressured there by the Tigers. As it's a high press there by Noah Bassis. And Sudgeon Clare coming out of the game gets his first points. to get his team within 8. Reese Meister coming back into the game now. It's Derek Lai though with the jumper. Derek Lai regains the 10-point lead for his team with 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Good pressure here though by Liam Stanley of the Tigers. Here's Atwal. And here's a try here by Sheraton for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound picked up by the Tigers. That's Reese Meister. Meister tries to calm things down here with 20 seconds to go. Cuts inside. Well done here by Meister to get in for the layup, but it doesn't go. It just rattled out of the hoop there. And it's coming back the other way. It's the Panthers. It was Isaiah Ondrick trying to go for the buzzer beater. It doesn't go. It's a 20-10 lead here for Sir Charles Tupper as they look to capture the 3rd place position here in the 3A tournament. It's the end of the first quarter, and we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and then we'll get underway here with the second. Welcome back to Langley Event Center. It's the BC High School Boys Basketball Championship. It is a 3A division here, and we're in the 3rd place game here between Vernon and Sir Charles Tupper. It's the Tigers getting out to a good early start with a 20-10 lead. And we'll see if the Panthers can bounce back here in the second quarter as Tigers will start possession here in the second quarter. It was Liam Stanley there up top, and Lay was struggling with possession there. Sorry, that was Noah Bassis. And now it comes back up top to Stanley. Now comes to Bassis. Bassis thought about shooting it, gets it to Stanley. Back to Noah Bassis. Bassis with a shot there, doesn't go. And coming back the other way is Kevin Morgan. And there's a 3-point try there by Sergeant Clare, but it doesn't go. And it looks like we have a foul called here on the Tigers, and Vernon will keep possession. Restart play. There's a quick little play there. That was Morgan trying to go for the quick lay and didn't go. Liam Reed with a try. That didn't go, and we've got another foul here, and it looks like it will be Isaiah Ondrick stepping up to the line for 2. Ondrick will try and go 1 for 2 here, and he does. Tigers working the ball around. Up top, it's going to be Bassis trying for the 3-pointer. It doesn't go, but he tries to get his own rebound, but it's knocked away by Clare. And the ball comes to Liam Reed, who works the ball out. Reed gave it away, though, to Noah Bassis of the Tigers as they work the ball up court. Ball is worked down low here. Here's Meister. Meister gave the ball away to the Panthers. That's Ondrick doing a good job here intercepting the ball. Down low here, And a foul call here. It looks like on Reed. And it is an offensive foul. So Tigers will take over possession. As we restart play after the Tiger substitutions. It's DJ Leconce coming back into the game, along with Luke Tobias. Tobias with the ball now. Back to Leconce. DJ Leconce steps away, tries for the three, air ball, and it's done well there to be kept in, but it's taken over by Morgan, who works the play to Smith. Smith to Claire. Back outside to Reed. Reed will try for the three, doesn't go, and the rebound is picked up now by the Tigers. It's Meister coming up with the rebound as he works the ball down low into the zone here, and it's a jumper there by Tobias, makes it count. As the Tigers doing well there on the counter attack after making a nice defensive play. And the ball's now worked down low there by Reed, and the ball deflects out of play. It's Liam Reed with the ball that goes far over Zach Smith, and the Panthers are called for over and back. And Tigers will take possession once again. Meister to Leconce. Leconce over to Tobias. Tobias down low. Here's Meister for the three. Can't get it to go, and the rebound is now picked up. That was Tinker picking it up for the Panthers, and Morgan tried to cut inside, can't get it to go. And the rebound is now picked up there by Dunkerley. Does well to get it over to Tobias. Tobias now cutting down. Tobias faked a pass to Leconce, now tries for the three, can't get it to go, but the rebound comes to Smith, and Smith will pick it up for the Panthers coming back the other way. Smith and Claire play catch. Smith now gets it over to Morgan. Morgan cuts inside, now gets it to Sergeant Claire. Sergeant Claire tried to go for the three, but he couldn't get it to go. Morgan picks up the rebound, and he's fouled. Foul appears to be by Tobias on Morgan, so it will be Morgan stepping to the line for two. It's Justin Tuazon coming into the game. Reese Meister will sub out, but we have a timeout called here by appears to be the Panthers, so we'll cut away here for just a few moments. We'll come right back. It's the Sir Charles Tupper Tigers leading the Vernon Panthers by a score of 22-11. Welcome back to Langley Event Center as we just get set here to resume play here in the second quarter with 6:36 to go. It's actually the Vernon Panthers trailing the Tigers by a score of 22-11. As we get set to restart play, it'll be Morgan shooting for two. Can't get it to go on the first try. It is a 3A group, and the winner of this game will capture third place. As the Tigers take over. It's Tobias trying to work the ball down low, gets it back up top. Here's Leconce, cuts the ball inside, does well, lays it in. Well done there by DJ Leconce to work the ball down low, lays it in. and he's extended his team's lead to 12 points. As it's the Panthers now coming back the other way. It was Tinker now getting over to Morgan. Morgan cuts inside, tries to fight off his man, gets it to Ondrik. Ondrik to the near side. There's a three-point try. Nathan Tinker drilling the three to cut the lead now to 9 points. As it's the Tigers now coming back the other way. That's Dunkerley. Inside, cuts it back outside to Leconte. Leconte drains the three. He does well to respond there for the Tigers. Up top, we have Tinker over to Claire, down low. And there's another three-point try. This time coming from Ondrik, but it doesn't go. But the ball comes back up top. The Tinker to Ondrik. Claire, good ball movement here as Smith tries for three. Can't knock it down. And the rebound is picked up there by Justin Tuazon. Works it over to Leconte. Back to Tuazon. Tobias. Does well to get it to Bradford. Bradford back up top to Leconte. Leconte will try for three. Can't get it to go. Dunkerley was there for the rebound, but he couldn't get it to go either. And the Panthers are now coming back here on transition. It's Tinker. Tried to lay it in. Can't get it to go. Rebound is picked up there by Smith. Up high now. It's Ondrik down low. Back to Ondrik. Here's Claire for three. And it rattles out. Doesn't go. And the rebound is now picked up by the Tigers. As Leconte finds Tuazon. Tuazon back up top. It was Tobias cutting it in. And Tobias does well to drain that one. It's Ondrik. Tried to cut inside, but wasn't able to there. Gets it to Tinker on the far side there. Up top, it's Claire. Back to Smith. Smith tries to attack the middle. Closed down there well by Tuazon. Cuts it inside to Smith, to Morgan. And here's a three-point attempt coming from Ondrik, but it doesn't go. And we have Tuazon now coming back for the Tigers. Gets it to Tobias. Tobias then gets it to Leconte inside for Bradford. Bradford, nice pass over there for Tuazon. Tuazon tried for a three, it didn't go. And we have another turnover here by the Panthers after Morgan did a great job of keeping the play in play. And it was Tuazon trying to cut the ball inside, but they're called for a foul, and it'll be a turnover here. As the Panthers retake possession. With 3:07 to go here in the second quarter, it's Sir Charles Tupper leading Vernon 29-15. Zach Smith coming back the other way. Finds Nathan Tinker. And it appears an offensive foul is being called just as Trent Charlton let go of his shot. Liam Reed being called for the offensive foul, and it will be the Tigers taking possession now. Here's Derek Lay coming back into the game, moves over to Sheraton. Sheridan inside for Dunkerley. Dunkerley tries to work the ball in, cuts it outside. Here's Tuazon for three, and it's good. Justin Tuazon drains a three. Extends the lead for the Tigers to a 17-point cushion right now. As the ball is worked inside. And Isaiah Ondrik with the lay-in. With a good response there for the Panthers. As the ball is worked to the near side. It was Stanley. Now back inside is Dunkerley. Dunkerley trying to work on Ondrik there. Does well to dump it off. And it was Derek Lee coming in, following up, and gets the basket for the Tigers. As we're down to under 2 minutes to go here now in the second quarter. It's Tinkerley now. Down low. Liam Reed. And here's a three-point try now coming from Tinker. Another three-pointer for Nathan Tinker. We're down to a minute and a half here now, and good response here by the Vernon Panthers trying to cut into the lead. But it's Dunkerley now with the ball for the Tigers. Derek Lee now for the three-pointer. Doesn't go. Dunkerley does well to get the rebound. Gets it back up top. There's Stanley there making a play, but it doesn't go, and the ball's knocked out of play. It's a turnover, and the Panthers now taking over possession. Zach Smith. Works the ball over to Ondrick. Looking for an open man here. Charleston trying to get open. He does. Charleston works the ball down low to Tinker. And it looks like Tinker stepped out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover here once again. With the 14-play deficit right now, the Vernon Panthers can't afford to make these sloppy plays right now with the ball going out of bounds there, and it's now the Tigers coming back the other way. It's Derek Lee trying to make the shot count, unable to. Now it's the Panthers coming back the other way, but it's stolen back. Well done there by Sheraton to take the ball back for the Tigers. Gets it over down to Stanley. Stanley works the ball up top over to Derek Lee. Lee over to Sheraton down low. Here's two ways on. Works the ball over nicely to Lee. Back up top. Stanley down low to Dunkerley. Dunkerley trying to work the ball over to Lee, and he does. Lee back to Dunkerley. Dunkerley working on Ondrick, and good defensive play there by the Panthers. And the buzzer went a little bit early here. As the play was blown dead there. It looks like because the buzzer went early, and they're trying to sort out the game clock. Right now it reads 1.6 seconds, but I think they're going to try and add on a few more seconds, and there it is. So we've got 3.2 seconds to go here in the second quarter. It will be the Tigers regaining possession here for the last few seconds. They'll try to get a long shot here away. It will be Dunkerley. No, it will be Derek Lee. They can't get a shot away in time, and the half comes to an end. And it's Sir Charles Tupper Tigers leading the Vernon Panthers 34-20 in this third place matchup. The winner of this game will capture third place. Loser obviously will drop down to fourth. And we will take a quick break here. It will be an 8-minute break, so we will check back in a few minutes to start off the third quarter. And we'll see if the Vernon Panthers can work their way back into this game. We will be back in a few minutes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Langley Event Center. It is the BC High School Boys Basketball Championships. It's the third place match in this 3A division between Sir Charles Tupper and the Vernon Panthers. It's the Tigers leading the Panthers by a score of 34-20 as we're about 30 seconds away from tip-off for the second half. For the Tigers, it was DJ Leconce leading the way with 9 points. He was 4 for 6 from the field goals today, and Luke Tobias going 4 for 7 today as well with a total of 8 points for the Tigers. And for the Panthers, it was Nathan Tinker. Obviously, we saw him drain those 2 3-pointers, led his team with 6 points during that half. It was Kevin Morgan who was capped off the half with 5 points, and Trent Charlton as well with 5 as we get underway here in the second half of this third place matchup in the 3A division. It's Panthers with the ball starting off here, and it's Tinker cutting inside off a play from Liam Reed as they get the first points of the half. And we'll see if they can try to cut into the lead here now with a 12-point deficit. It's Tobias cutting in there, lost the ball to the Panthers, and now it's Tinker coming back the other way. Nathan Tinker tried to cut inside, does well with the layup. What a play by Tinker. Right off the hop, he's off to a hot start in this in the second half, and it's a 10-point deficit now for Vernon. Tobias up top to Sheraton, works the ball over to Meister. Reese Meister is a screen set up there by Dinkerly. Stanley inside, spins away. Here's Reese Meister, and it appears we have an offensive foul here called on the Tigers, and it will be a turnover again as the Panthers take over. And it's Ondrick who will get it over to Smith. It's Sheridan on him. And nice play there. Cross to Charlton. Charlton. Now it's Ondrick with a 3-point attempt. No good. As it's Sheraton coming back the other way for the Tigers. Sheraton cuts down the baseline. Tries to... Nice outswing pass there. Up top, it's Leconce. Leconce tries to draw inside. And that was Meister now dropping it down low to Dinkerly. Dinkerly tries to fight his man. That's Liam Reed right on him. Sheraton gets it back now. Sheraton works the ball up top. And Meister tries to cut down low. He's stopped there by Smith, and now it's turned over. And it's the Panthers coming away with the ball. It's Ondrick. Ondrick tries to fight his man, tries to get in for the jumper. Can't get it to go. And it's now the Tigers coming back the other way. Leconce. Screen set up there by Dinkerly. Now Dinkerly gets it back. Dinkerly to Meister. Back to Dinkerly. And here's a jumper. It was Tobias who can't get it to go. Rebound came to Smith, but he lost it, and that's Dinkerly back up top. Up top to here, Tobias, and now down low, it's Leconce. Leconce, down low, tries to lay it in, can't get it to go. And the rebound is now picked up there by Charlton. And here's a play down low to Tinker. Tinker now works the ball up top. And gets it across there back to Charlton. Charlton down low. There's a jumper try from Ondrick, can't get it to go. Rebound picked up there by Tobias. And it'll be Sheraton coming away. Sheraton does well to cut inside, and we got a pushing foul here called on the Panthers. As we see Reese Meister come out of the game, at least for the time being, as Derek Lee draws right back in. It'll be Sheraton, whose pass is intercepted by Zach Smith. He did well there to intercept the pass, now cuts it in for the lay-in, but he can't get it to go. And coming back the other way is DJ Leconce. Leconce now tries to cut in, comes back to the baseline here, works it up top to Lee. Lee over to Tobias. Tobias is fouled, and he will step up to the line for 2, as that was Liam Reed who reached in for the foul. Sorry, that was Trent Charlton of the Panthers getting the foul. But it will be Luke Tobias here, shooting for 2. Can't knock down the first one, as it's still a 10-point lead for the Tigers here with 6:30 to go in the third quarter. As he makes the second one, and it's an 11-point lead now for the Tigers. And there's Andre to Charlton. Charlton will try for 3, and it's good. Trent Charlton for 3, a huge one at that, as they cut into the lead. And it's now Sheraton coming back the other way. Sheraton thought about getting it to Leconce, and now gets it down low to Dinkerley. Dinkerley tried to get it to go, but he just hit the rim and came out, and now it's Nathan Tinker coming back the other way. And there was a pass intended for Trent Charlton, goes out of bounds. Tigers making a quick substitution here. It's Benny Bradford coming into the game now. And it'll be Dunkerley stepping out for the time being, as there's an attempt there by Zach Smith, no good. And it's the Tigers now coming away here on transition. Leconce down low, it's Lee. Lee across to Tobias. Tobias cuts inside now. A nice pass there to Sheraton. Sheraton cuts inside over to Tobias, and Tobias nicely lays it in there with a nice setup there from Sheraton. As they cut the lead to 10. It's Smith, and now up top. He's watched there by Leconce. As there's a 3-point try by Charlton, and he counters right back. Trent Charlton with another 3-pointer here to give his team the 10-point lead back, and now the play is blown dead. As there was a foul called on the Panthers here, and we've got a quick substitution. And restarting play here will be Liam Stanley as he gets the ball to Lee. Lee over to Sheraton. Sheraton back to Lee. Lee tries to go in there for the jumper, no good. And the rebound will come to Ondrick. As Ondrick works the ball out, he's watched by Sheraton though. See screen set up there by Charlton. And the basket is good, plus the 1. And Ondrick will have an opportunity here to complete the 3-point play. We've got a sub here for the Panthers. It's Morgan coming on, and it will be Reed coming off. And the 3-point play is good for Ondrick. So with 4:52 to go now in the third quarter, it's only a 4-point lead for the Tigers. As Sheraton works the ball up to Lee. Back to Sheraton. There's some good ball movement here, as the ball was taken away from Tobias, but now it's a 3-point try for Sheraton, and it's good. Kieran Sheraton with a huge 3-pointer there to extend the lead again. It's 40-33 for the Tigers here, as Nathan Tinker picks it up. The pass is deflected there, and it's picked up again here by Tobias. Tobias doing well here defensively to pick the ball off. And he'll try here for the 3-pointer, and it's good. Phenomenal play there by Luke Tobias to not only steal the ball, but to drain the 3. And there'll be a timeout call here by the Panthers here with about 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And some good back and forth action here between both teams, but it is a 9-point lead here for the Tigers, as the Vernon Panthers have been able to narrow the gap a little bit, but we'll see if they can, at the very least, maybe get it to within 2 or 3 points before this quarter wraps up. We saw Of course, Nathan Tinker come out strong in the third quarter, made back-to-back baskets, well, one of those being a three-pointer, so Tinker obviously stepping up here in a big way for the Panthers. But we're seeing guys like Sheraton and Tobias and LeConte step up for the Tigers as well. And it's gonna be a fun finish here from the looks of it. As both teams get set, we're ready to restart here with 4:05 to go in the third quarter. It will be the Panthers with possession, as it's Ondrej who will start out. Ondrej cuts in there, working on Sheraton here, cuts inside, tries to go for the jumper, no good, and the rebound is picked up here by the Tigers. An offensive foul called on the Panthers, so it will be Tigers ball. And Liam Stanley will start things off to Lee. Kieran Sheraton now. Sheraton over to Tobias. Tobias, the screen set up there by Bradford. Sheraton cuts down the baseline. Nice outswing pass there to Tobias. And while Tobias was taking the jumper there, he was fouled from the looks of it. So Luke Tobias will now step up to the line for two. First one just gets it to go there. They'll try and make it 2 for 2. And he does. So it's now a 13-point lead for the Tigers as the Panthers regain possession here. It's Tinker working inside on Lee, and referee blows the play dead, and Derek Lee is being assessed with the foul, so clock shot will be set to 19 here again, and it will be Ondrej here now restarting play. Ondrej over to Zach Smith. Smith being worked on there by Sheraton to Charlton. Charlton now being worked on by Lee. And Lee is being called for another foul from the looks of it. And as we have a substitution here for the Tigers, it's Dunkerley, Bradford, and Tuazon coming back into the game. As it's Smith down low to Morgan, but Morgan can't get a hold of it, and the ball's turned over. Good defensive play here by the Tigers as Tuazon gets it to LeConte. LeConte going for the three, can't get it to go. And the rebound is now picked up by Morgan for the Panthers as he works the ball down. And there's a three-point try by Charlton, no good, and the rebound is now deflected out of play. And it will be Panthers ball. No, it'll be Tigers ball here as the Tigers regain possession. Jimmy Atwell is now subbing into the game with Nathan Tinker now subbing off for the Panthers. It's now LeConte starting play to Justin Tuazon. Tuazon up top, gets it over to Stanley. Stanley back to Tuazon, now to LeConte. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. LeConte works the ball inside, can't get it to go. As the Panthers will now regain possession with 2:22 to go here, and the third quarter is a 11-point lead here for the Tigers, 44-33. And it's Smith here for the Panthers. Atwell down low. Given away, though, it's Justin Tuazon now getting it to LeConte. LeConte now works the ball. Being watched there by Charlton. Down low to Dunkerley. Dunkerley tried to get it to Stanley, but it's given away. And here's Ondrej for the Panthers. Screen set up there by Morgan. Now Morgan gets it down low. He's being worked on by 2 defenders there, and the ball's deflected out of play. And it will be Panthers ball. With 1:44 to go now here in the third quarter. Ondrick gets it over to Charlton. Up top, down low now. And it's a 3-point try by Ondrick. He can't knock it down. The rebound is now picked up again by Leconce. To Tuazon. Tuazon now works the ball high. Gets it to Stanley. Stanley over to Leconce. Leconce tries to work the ball down low to Sheraton. Sheraton's being watched there by Atwall. And he does well there to dump it off to Leconce, and the foul is called just as Leconce was going in for the layup. So DJ Leconce will be now shooting for 2. So DJ Leconce was unable to get down the second one, but goes 1 for 2 there at the line. Was able to extend the lead to 12 points for his team, as it's 45-33 for Sir Charles Tupper, as it was Kevin Morgan getting the ball inside. He was fouled as he was going in to lay it in. So now he will step up to the line for 2 with 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. As we have a substitution here now coming for the Tigers. It is Matthew Dunkerley subbing off, and it will be Liam Stanley, it will be Luke Tobias coming back into the game as Morgan drains his first of 2 free throws. And 2 for 2 there for Morgan. As it's Reese Meister. Meister gets it over to Tobias. Tobias is fouled, or appeared to be fouled, as the ball went out of bounds. And it looks like they're giving the ball back to the Tigers, so no foul here being called on Morgan. It will be Leconce now restarting play, gets it to Tobias. Now up top to Stanley. Down low to Leconce. It's Tobias setting up a screen. And DJ Leconce for 3, and it's good! Leconce has been fabulous here for the Tigers in the second half, as he gets another 3-pointer there to extend the lead to 13 for the Tigers. As the ball there is deflected out of play. Well done there by Tobias to deflect the ball out of play. But it will be the Panthers regaining possession with 19 seconds to go here on the shot clock. 30 to go in the third quarter here, as it's Ondrick. Screen set up there by Reed. And it's Isaiah Ondrick draining the 3 with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. That was a huge 3-pointer to keep the Panthers within 10 here. As it's now Leconce up top. Being watched there nicely by Charlton. As he attempted a 3-pointer, there was Leconce. But it was Justin Tuazon picking up the rebound just before the buzzer goes, and with the third quarter coming to an end, it is a 50-38 lead for Sir Charles Tupper over the Vernon Panthers. And we've got one more quarter coming up here for you, as it's the 3A High School Boys Basketball Championships. It is a third-place team game, so whoever wins here will capture third place. And we will have the final coming up for you guys here later tonight for the 3A division. And the matchup is set for that one, as I believe the matchup will be here set up for tonight. It will be a 6 p.m. start here in the Arena Bowl of the Langley Event Center, and it'll be between G.W. Graham and Duchess Park. And we will have that game for you tonight at 6 p.m. as both teams will be looking to reset here to begin the fourth quarter. And it looks like it will be the Tigers to start the quarter. It will be Liam Stanley here to start things off. Leconce. Reese Meister. Here's Tobias now. Tobias momentarily lost it, but gets it right back. Being watched there by Morgan up high. It's Reese Meister, nice spin move. And gets the jumper to go. Nice play there by Reese Meister to work on his man. Nice spin move. And comes away with the jumper there to now extend the lead to 14 points for the Tigers. And it's Ondrick here. Gets it to Claire. And now up top, it's Morgan. Down low, it's a three-point try for Liam Reed. Doesn't go. And Leconce once again coming away with the rebound. As it's down low here for Liam Stanley, and he gets it to go. Liam Stanley with a nice play there to continue to build on this lead for the Tigers. And now it's Charlton. Ondrick with a three-point try, and it's good. Good response there by Isaiah Ondrick for the Panthers as he drains a three. But coming right back, it's DJ Leconce. Up top, it's going to be Reese Meister. And here's a three-point try by Stanley. Rattles out, and coming away with the rebound here is Ondrick. Ondrick tries to get it to Claire, but the ball gets knocked out of play, and it will be Tigers' ball. With 8:24 to go here, we've got Zach Smith now subbing back into the game for Kevin Morgan of the Panthers. DJ Leconce here being watched by Ondrick. Tobias now gets it back to Leconce. Leconce will try the long three, but doesn't go. Rebound picked up by Smith. As Smith works the ball over to Ondrick. Ondrick being watched there nicely by Stanley, but the ball comes down low, and it's Tobias taking it away. And Luke Tobias with a nice defensive play to pick off the pass. The Panthers are also being called for a foul here, so nonetheless, Tigers will regain possession with 7:54 here to go in the final quarter. And it's going to be Reese Meister to restart the play here. Here's Kieran Sheraton now. Sheraton working on Charlton. It's Reese Meister now working on two defenders, and his shot gets rejected there nicely. And it appeared that was Ondrick who got in there on the rejection, and he tries for the three-pointer. It's no good. It's an air ball there by Ondrick, as now Tigers will once again regain possession. And it's Meister now. Drop this to Tobias. Tobias being watched by Claire. Tobias as well to work the ball over to Sheraton. Sheraton gives it away now. Good defense here by the Panthers as it's Smith coming down the middle, and he drives it in. Well done by Smith to drive down the middle after making a nice defensive play. And he's got his team here now within 11 points. Still lots of time here for the Panthers to find their way back into this game. And another defensive play there by the Panthers. It was Liam Reed this time making the play. Here's Trent Charlton to Reed. Gets it over to Ondrick. Ondrick working on Sheraton. Ondrick going for the jumper, and it just rattles out there. And it's Dunkerley coming down with the rebound. He was fouled. And it appears we've got a timeout call here by the Vernon Panthers. So we'll step away here for just a few moments. It's the Tigers leading the Panthers by a score of 54 to 43 in this third place matchup in this 3A division at Langley Event Center, and we'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back to Langley Event Center as we just wrap up the timeout call here by the Vernon Panthers, as the Panthers trail the Tigers right now 54-43 as they try to work their way back into this game. They do have a lot of time on the clock with 6:32 to go here in the final frame. And it's going to be Derek Lee restarting the play here. It's Sheraton being watched closely by Ondrick, and it's given away there because of this high press. The Panthers, obviously wanting to come back into this game, are pressing the Tigers hard in their own end and have now come away with the ball. So great change of strategy here by the coach. As you can bet that Malcolm Reed is telling his players to try to apply pressure and get the ball back as quickly as they can and see if they can chip away here at this lead. Is a good deflection here by Leconce to make sure the pass never got across to Claire, and it's deflected out of play. And it's going to be Ondrick now restarting, gets it over to Smith. Smith setting up the screen here. Ondrick down low, nice play there. Liam Reed back up top. And here's a three-point try by Ondrick, doesn't go. Rebound picked up by Smith. And fake shot here by Reed. Reed cuts inside. And no basket as an offensive foul is being called on the Panthers. So no basket for the Panthers. And after Liam Reed did well to cut inside and get the layup in, but a personal foul being called on the Panthers, and it will be the Tigers taking over here now with 6:01 to go. As the play resets, it's Leconce being watched closely as we talk about the high press here by Ondrick, but the Tigers doing well to work the ball up the floor. And it's Kieran Sheraton being watched by Claire. Sheraton with a nice play down low, and it's tapped in nicely by DJ Leconce. What a play there with Sheraton and Leconce connecting. And here's Jimmy Atwell trying to go for the jumper, no good. And it's once again Leconce coming away with the rebound. What a half he's having, what a game he's having for the Tigers, as it's now Sheraton. Screen being set up there by Dunkerley, and now the ball's being worked around here up top. And here's a three-point try, and it's rattled in by Leconce. DJ Leconce with another three-pointer with just over 5 minutes to go here. And it's becoming more difficult and difficult here for the Panthers to try and chip away at this lead, but answering back right away is Isaiah Ondrick for the Panthers, getting a three-pointer of his own. So now, with the Tigers coming away with possession, it looks like another foul was called here. And so Zach Smith being called for a personal foul for the Panthers. And we've also got a sub here with Bradford coming into the game. And here's a three-point try. That was Derek Lee, didn't go. And the rebound is picked up here by the Vernon Panthers as it's Zach Smith now starting out. Gets it over to Ondrick. Ondrick for three, and it's good. Huge three-pointer there by Ondrick. As the Panthers try to stick with it here, cutting the lead to 10 points with 4.5 minutes to go now here in the fourth quarter. It's Dunkerley now taking the pass from Tobias. Lee tried to get it to go, but the ball rattles out, and now it's Ondrick now cutting inside. Nice pass over. It's Liam Reed now. And here's a three-pointer there. Isaiah Ondrick getting his team right back into the game. And it's a 7-point deficit now for the Panthers as they continue to chip away at this lead, but now it's Benny Bradford coming away with the ball and gets it to Kieran Sheraton up top. Down low to Bradford. Screen set up there nicely by Dunkerley. And here's Tobias. Tobias going in for the jumper. Can't get it to go. And the rebound now picked up by Ondrick. Screen set up by Smith. Ondrick now gets it down low to Reed. Down low to Jimmy Atwell. Atwell for three, and it's good! Atwell picking up a 3 for himself now, and the lead has been cut down to 4. As we see the Panthers here pressing the ball up the court here, doing well, but the ball comes to Tobias, who gets it to Kieran Sheraton. Kieran Sheraton tried to get it to Tobias here, but it appears that a foul was being called here. It looks like the foul will be on Smith again. And it looks like it's going to be Sheraton shooting from the line. With 3:01 remaining here in the fourth quarter, we got ourselves a game here. As that first shot, he gets it in off the glass. And the lead is now 6 for the Tigers. But the Panthers are still very much in this game. Have done a good job of cutting into the lead, gaining momentum now. Good job there by Ondrej. Ondrej being watched closely there by Stanley. Ondrej thought about shooting, now gets it across to Atwell. Atwell gets it inside to Smith. Smith, nice pass there. Reed tried to cut inside, thought about it. Dumps it off to Ondrej. 4 seconds for the shot clock. Tried to go for the 3, doesn't go, and now the rebound comes to Leconte, but it's taken away. Good job there by the Panthers. And it's 2+1. As Isaiah Ondrej gets the bucket and the foul, and he will shoot one more here from the line to try and make this a three-point game with 2:26 to go here in the final quarter. Ondrej completes the 3-point play now, so we are now in a 3-point situation, a 1-possession game for the Panthers now, as they've worked their way back from what was at one point a 14-point deficit and then a 16-point deficit. They have now made it a 3-point game. There's a turnover there by the Tigers. It'll be Panthers ball again, and the Panthers now have a chance to equalize here. It'll be Ondrej. Screen set up there by Reed. Ondrej cuts inside, watched by 2 guys there, but he gets the bucket. Well played there by Isaiah Ondrej to now get his team within 1. Sheraton now. Tobias being watched there by Atwell. Leconte. Sheraton to Stanley. Inside to Tobias, being watched there by Atwell. And Tobias tries to cut inside and has a ball knocked out of his hands. Comes right to Stanley, who gets the bucket. Stanley did well to follow up on the play and to drain a bucket there to get the 3-point lead back, but with a minute and a half to go, we still have a lot of time here for the Panthers to equalize this. It's Smith, cuts inside, tries to cut in for the lane, doesn't go, and the rebound comes to Lee. Gets it to Sheraton, to Leconte, across to Tobias. Tobias now directing traffic here. Tobias being watched by Ondrej. And it comes to the inside, back to Tobias. Tobias trying to get the 2 here, lays it in. And we're now in the last minute of play, and the Tigers have now given themselves a 5-point cushion. A timeout called here by the Panthers as they try to draw up a game plan here to see if they can try and tie up this game. The Panthers have done a wonderful job of fighting back here after trailing by 14 at the half. They trailed 34-20. They chipped away in the third quarter and now have, at one point, brought the game within 1 before the lead was extended again there by Stanley. We just saw him making a bucket. And we saw Tobias just laying it in just before the shot clock going off. So still ample time here for the Panthers to try and see if they can, at the very least, tie the game and get it to overtime. Obviously now different guys now contributing. We saw Charleston come down with some big shots, Isaiah Ondrej. We saw Jimmy Atwell drain a 3, so we'll see now. With possession now, the Panthers will have the ball here with 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Let's see what they can do here. It'll be Ondrej starting out here with Smith. Smith being watched here by Sheraton. Drops it back to Ondrej. Screen set up here by Reed. There's a three-point try by Ondrej, but the rebound is failed there by Smith. Smith couldn't get the rebound to go, but does a very good job to get it back here for another three-point try. And that one rattles out from an attempt from Ondrej. And what do we have here? So Liam Stanley being assessed with a foul here, and we'll have a restart in play with 38.2 seconds to go now. 18 on the shot clock. It'll be Ondrej resetting. And it comes to Liam Reed down low. Here's Ondrej. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound and gets that one to go off the glass. And we're now back to a one possession game with 30.4 to go now. And it appears this time we have a timeout call. And this time it's the Tigers taking a timeout, as it's a 3-point lead now for the Tigers. The Panthers making a game of this. As we await the two teams to get restarted here, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll wrap up the last 30 seconds of this game, of the 3A third place game of the high school boys basketball championships. Welcome back to Langley Event Center as we're about to wrap up this 3A third place game between Sir Charles Tupper and Vernon. It is the Tigers leading the Panthers here by 3, and the Panthers have 32 seconds here to try and get the game into even terms, but right now it's the Tigers with the ball. And it will be Sheraton starting off play here, being watched by Atwell here. Sheraton with tries to get a bounce pass to Dunkerley, but the ball was knocked out of play by, appeared to be Atwell. And we got another restart here. And the Tigers have been called for a 5-second violation, as Sheraton was not able to make a play to one of his teammates. And now the Panthers have taken over possession here with 31.3 to go. Screen set up by Smith. And here's a three-point try, and it's good! Isaiah Ondrej equalizes the game. What a huge play there by Ondrej with 25.4 seconds to go. And we are all tied up here at 65. What an unbelievable comeback here by the Panthers. As we mentioned before, they were trailing it by 14 at the half. At one point they were down by 16 and have now fought themselves all the way back to equalize this game at 65, setting up the potential for overtime. Mind you, we do have a lot of time on the clock still left. Tigers will have the ball with roughly 25 seconds to go here. As it was the Tigers calling a timeout here. They're going to try and make some adjustments and see if they can pull off a game-winning shot They will have 25 seconds to work with on the game clock to try and chew away and see if they can knock down a last-minute winner here. But what a play there by Zach Smith setting up the screen, and that gave room for Isaiah Ondrick to drain the three, and here we are. As the two teams here are just about to get set to resume play, 25.4 as you see on the game clock. The Tigers are now out of timeouts. The Panthers do have one left. And restarting play will be Liam Stanley here. And he'll see if he can try and set up a game-winning shot. The ball is now in play. Leconce being watched there by Ondrick. Leconce and Sheraton playing catch. Ball comes to Tobias. Screen set up there by Dunkerley, and now a three-point try, and it's good! DJ Leconce buries the three, what could potentially be the game-winning shot. It is the Panthers calling a timeout here, but DJ Leconce, how many times have we seen that in this game? Coming away with big shots. And time again on the defensive side, coming away with huge rebounds. So with just about 8 seconds to go here in the game, it is a 3-point lead now for the Tigers. But with the Vernon Panthers now using their final timeout, they'll try and draw up a play here and see if they can now equalize the game again. It's 68-65 as we're just about wrapped up here with the Panthers timeout. It will be the final one of the game, so we'll see here what they can draw up now. They did well to equalize the game, but then with DJ Leconce replying right back with a potential game-winning three-pointer, we'll see what Zach Smith and his team can come away with here, if they can push this into overtime, or will it be a third place set, a third place position here for the Tigers, as we're now down to 6.1, and the play was blown dead here. Not sure if there's a foul here called on the Tigers, but we're gonna get another chance here to restart. It's Smith to Ondrick. Ondrick being watched by Leconce. Ondrick, not much time here. The ball goes out of play, and it's going to be Tigers' ball. Ondrick was not able to make a play, and with 1 second to go in the fourth quarter, it looks like the Panthers will lock down the third place spot in the 3A tournament. And with Stanley now resetting play, it will be Sir Charles Tupper walking out of here, locking down third place in the tournament. Final score, Sir Charles Tupper 68, the Vernon Panthers 65. This was a well-played match by both teams. But DJ Leconce coming up with a big second half for his team. Drained the game-winning shot with a three-pointer after the Vernon Panthers fought so hard to come back into this game in the second half. Right after Isaiah Ondrick tied the game, but it's Sir Charles Tupper walking out of here with the third place position, and the Vernon Panthers will of course finish in the fourth place spot in the tournament. And we will await the post-game presentation here. It'll be the Tigers winning the bronze medal, so we will see the bronze medals being presented here momentarily. But we will get the announcement here for player of the game here momentarily. And not surprisingly, DJ Leconce will get presented with the player of the game honors. So kudos to him with having one heck of a game here to lead his team to a victory. And it will be Sergeant Claire, the team captain, accepting the team plaque for their 4th place finish in the tournament for the Vernon Panthers. And the team captains now stepping forward, Matthew Dunkerley and Stanley, to accept their team plaque for their 3rd place finish. And as we hear on the PA announcement, it will be the Sir Charles Tupper Tigers being awarded with their bronze medals. As we witness the Tigers receiving their bronze medals here, we will have the 3A final for you coming up later tonight. Of course, we will have the 5th and 6th matchups as well. That's going to be St. Thomas More Collegiate versus Pitt Meadows. That will be at 3 p.m. at Center Court. And then we'll have the final for you in the 3A division coming up tonight at 6 p.m. It'll be right here in the Arena Bowl at the Langley Event Center. And that is going to be G.W. Graham taking on Duchess Park. That should be a fun one to watch here tonight. As we wrap things up here for the morning game, once again it's the Sir Charles Tupper Tigers defeating the Vernon Panthers by a score of 68-65 in a thriller. Congratulations to the Tigers and the Panthers on their tournaments in what was a fantastic matchup here. And it was my pleasure calling the game here today. Sheldon Singh from the Langley Event Center. Hope you tune in tonight for the big final matchups at 6 p.m. Thank you for watching from the Langley Event Center. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.